Wes Watson didn't just survive prison, he turned it into his proving ground. A man who once lived a life of crime, caught up in violence, addiction, and the brutal realities of the streets, didn't just get locked up. He found himself inside a cage and decided to rebuild from the inside out. Now he's a powerhouse, a leader, a man who commands attention with his raw, unfiltered message about discipline, self-mastery, and relentless personal growth. How does someone go from rock bottom, living in a concrete box with nothing but time and regrets, to becoming a multi-millionaire, a mentor, and a symbol of unbreakable willpower? The answer isn't comfortable, it isn't easy, and it isn't for the weak. Before we dive in, if you're serious about discipline, mental toughness, in building an unstoppable mindset, make sure you subscribe to Chad Guys. This is where men rise, weakness dies, and success is built through action, not excuses. Now let's get into it. The rock bottom that built a warrior before prison, Wes Watson lived by the same rules as a lot of men who grow up in high-risk environments. Fast money, zero discipline, and an unchecked ego that leads straight to destruction. He didn't have a structured vision for success. He had impulses. Those impulses landed him in one of the most ruthless, dehumanizing environments possible, California State Prison. But what separates men like Watson from the ones who get swallowed by the system? Most inmates do one of two things. One, they become victims of their circumstances. They fall deeper into self-destruction, anger, and blame. Two, they do their time, get out, and fall back into the same cycle. Wes Watson refused to be either. He didn't just endure prison, he used it to transform himself into a weapon of discipline, mental toughness, and power. The same way iron is forged in fire, he let the environment break him down so he could rebuild, stronger, sharper, and immune to weakness. How prison became the ultimate training ground. Most people see prison as a punishment. Watson saw it as an opportunity to strip away every single excuse, distraction, and illusion of comfort that kept him weak. No freedom, no luxury, no ability to run from himself. Just iron bars, a rigid schedule, and the harshest, most unforgiving version of reality possible. This is where the shift happened. Instead of breaking down, he built himself up piece by piece. Routine became his religion. He didn't just wake up, he attacked every day like it was war. Physical training became his therapy. He used body weight workouts to forge an unbreakable physique. Mindset became his obsession. He read, reflected, and rewired his thinking to eliminate weakness. No matter what happened, no matter how brutal the day was, he never missed a workout, never skipped his schedule, and never let his mind slip back into weakness. He wasn't just doing time, he was conditioning himself for something bigger. The power of ruthless self-discipline. Most people struggle with consistency. They make excuses, they justify laziness, complain about their circumstances, and blame the world. Watson had none of that luxury. In prison, discipline isn't a motivational slogan. It's survival. You show up daily or you fall apart. You demand respect or you get walked on. You control your mind or it controls you. He realized most people are weak because they have never been forced to confront themselves fully. They have too many distractions, too many ways to numb their discomfort, too many ways to escape hard truths. So, he trained himself to live with zero excuses, zero self-pity, and zero tolerance for mediocrity. The mental blueprint for unstoppable success. Watson's transformation didn't stop at physical strength. He rebuilt his entire identity. He developed a mental code that became his guiding force, and it's the same foundation that now fuels his success. 1. Own your life completely. No matter what happens, it's on you. No blaming, no complaining. Just taking full responsibility for every action, thought, and outcome. 2. Structure is freedom. Most people think discipline is restrictive. In reality, it's the only way to unlock true power. Routine creates results. 3. Master pain or it masters you. Weak men avoid pain. Strong men use it as fuel. Watson learned to embrace discomfort as a tool for personal growth. 4. Stop negotiating with yourself. The moment you give yourself an option to quit, you lose. Decide once, commit fully, and never break your word to yourself. He conditioned himself to think, act, and operate like a machine built for progress. No emotions, no hesitation, just brutal execution, day after day, no matter what. The war against weakness and victim mentality. One of the biggest shifts Watson made, and one of the biggest lessons men today need to learn, is eliminating the victim mindset completely. Society conditions men to complain, feel entitled, and expect external validation for their struggles. Watson doesn't tolerate that. He saw firsthand in prison that victimhood gets you nowhere. The moment you start blaming others, your upbringing, the government, bad luck, anything, you've already lost. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" he asked, "How can I use this to get stronger?" That is the mindset shift that separates the powerful from the weak. Building a business from hardship. When Watson walked out of prison, he wasn't just a free man. He was a man on a mission. He had spent 10 years sharpening his discipline, building his body, and rewiring his mind. Now he was ready to apply it to the real world. But he didn't look for a handout. He didn't ease back into life like most ex-cons do. He went all in on himself. He took the same non-negotiable discipline that got him through prison and built a business around it. Through coaching, mentorship, and his relentless messaging, he called out weak mindsets, broke people out of their excuses, and pushed them toward total ownership of their lives. His intensity was undeniable. His results were undeniable, and it didn't take long before his brand exploded. Watson turned his hardship into a multi-million-dollar empire. He became a leader for men looking to escape mediocrity and build unstoppable discipline. He proved that no matter how low you sink, no matter how brutal your circumstances are, you have the power to rebuild yourself if you're willing to do the work. What you can learn from Wes Watson's transformation. Watson's journey isn't just about prison. It's about how any man can take control of his life, no matter where he starts. If you want to stop being average and start living with purpose, take these lessons seriously. Wes Watson proves that your past doesn't define you, but your habits do. Watson's journey isn't just about prison. It's about how any man can take control of his life, no matter where he starts. If you want to stop being average and start living with purpose, take these lessons seriously. Most people will never do this. That's why most people will stay average. If you're serious about mastering your mind, building unstoppable discipline, and becoming the most dominant version of yourself, hit that subscribe button and join the Chad Guys Brotherhood. This is where weakness dies and men rise. See you in the next one.